Good morning, y'all. Today I want to talk about how people want to get the pay but don't want to pay the dues to get there. I had a very stimulating conversation with a good friend of mine last night when we were training, and it had to deal with paying your dues. And we were just sharing our thoughts on it, one dad to another, where a lot of people want the paycheck but don't actually have the skills to back it up. Just the other day I was talking with a patient and they were giving advice and lecture to their grandkid about picking up a job at McDonald's or, fast food. I mean, granted, they're only 16, so yeah, they should be trying to get some kind of job like that, but already off the bat, people are minimizing the work of others, which I don't agree with. You really do got to pay your dues. Like, you can't expect to be the manager or the big boss if you haven't done all the other jobs. And that's a big problem I'm noticing, is a lot of people want the money and want the role, but haven't done all the other work that comes along with it before you can actually get the role. It's a big problem. I have never been without a job, and every job has taught me something. From mowing lawns as a 12-year-old, to detailing neighbors' cars, to cleaning out rain gutters, to dog walking and feeding dogs while neighbors went on vacation, to then actually getting a W-2 job working at Costco. Started off pushing carts and detailing registers, to swiping cards for people at the gas station because they don't know how to read a mag reader or a mag stripe reader, to then going into a mid-ranked nursing position as an LVN with various roles in that, to where I am now. Like, all of those skills are transferable, and all of those skills are needed for you to be able to fulfill that role as whatever high-paying thing it may be. Because if you can't connect with the person that's starting on their journey, how do you expect to make connections? How do you expect to help grow yourself if you can't grow other people? Because we're all interconnected. We're all interconnected. People seem to forget that it takes a community. A community united is a community strong. And that can take many forms, especially in the workplace. It sounds cheesy, but it's so true. Your network is your actual net worth. You wouldn't be able to get to certain places if it wasn't for others. I wholeheartedly believe that. You wouldn't be able to get where you're at if it wasn't for the other people around you. All this talk of people saying they're self-made. Well, how do you get paid? By others. That transference of money just doesn't pop out of thin air. It's a very ridiculous thing to say, oh, I'm self-made. It's so not true. Everybody's built off of somebody else. But you can't expect to get those big paychecks, however big you may seem to want, without actually making the little paychecks first. And that's no disrespect. Like, I know some millionaires, even now to this day, who work very simple jobs and they just know how to manage their money really well. I know a couple of janitors, and I've heard of a couple of people who are janitors who, even though they don't make much now compared to the standards of now, they've been putting it away ever since they started. I know somebody right now who works at Costco and also works for the post office and is pretty much set up for double retirement. Stop racing to the bag. The bag will come to you when you're ready for it. And most people aren't ready for it. Most people just want the bag but don't want to do what's necessary. It's just doesn't make any sense to me. You can't be a doctor if you didn't do all the other bedside manner things first. But yeah, that's my rant for today, is that all your skills compound and are transferable. Do those things that you ought to do in order to get the bigger job or the bigger career, or it just does not make any sense. You have to do those things. Anyways, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do my best to post more regularly. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.